Hello everyone. We are at the end of another year, 2021. I hope this year have been as meaningful and wonderful as possible. It's been a hard year, of course, for many of us, as was 2020. And I'm of course hoping that 2022 will be easier in terms of all the things that have been going on in the world. But here at Let's Talk Religion, there's no denying that it has been probably the craziest year ever. I started this channel back in 2018. Started to do more regular videos back in the beginning of 2020, so about 2 years ago. But this year in particular has been incredibly crazy in terms of the growth of this channel. When we began the year in January 2021, we were at around a little more than 50,000 subscribers. And as of me speaking right now, we're pretty close to 300,000. That means that we have increased in almost 250,000 in just a year's time, which is just insane to me. I don't understand why you seem so interested in listening to what I have to say, but I'm very thankful, and it makes me hopeful that the content that I and many other creators at the moment are providing you with something that has been severely lacking on YouTube and on the internet generally, which is trustworthy information and content about things relating to religion and philosophy or history and these kinds of things. I've really seen in the last few years an incredibly wonderful increase in good material about this kind of stuff. A lot of the people that I have been collaborating with and working with this last year and a little more are some examples of those kinds of creators that I think are doing some really great stuff. Because truly, previously and still right now, I think in terms of the information on religion on the internet and on YouTube is really atrocious, right? It's either, it's all really polemical. It's either people criticizing religion without much knowledge about religion from a scholarly perspective, and the same goes for the other opposite of the spectrum, which is really polemical channels by practitioners of different religions who try to discredit other religions or other sects within their religion, etc. It's all about presenting a particular worldview and claiming that that is the truth, or it's about criticizing without much background knowledge. And a lot of it is just plainly wrong also. There's a lot of information that comes from dubious sources that are not academic, that are not scholarly. And so I think what I wanted to do with this channel was to increase religious literacy, to provide information, provide content that was trustworthy, that was based in academic research and scholarly journals and books, etc. So the quality of the content on YouTube on these topics could be at least a little better. And the fact that we have grown so much in the last year gives me a hope that a lot of you in the audience are looking for that as well. And that makes me so thankful. I can't express just how grateful I am that all of you keep coming, that you keep watching my videos, that you keep engaged in the comment section. Some of you are engaged in discussions with me on our Patreon page, for example. It is really wonderful to see so many people that are engaged and interested in discussing these matters, and that I am also so proud to see that this community, by and large, is an incredibly open community that really discusses and debates these things from a perspective that is so healthy and just wonderful in so many ways. So I'm really proud of what we have created here over the last year and beyond, and I'm really looking forward to seeing this channel grow in the future as well. This video is really just a way for me to say Happy New Year, to wish you a meaningful 2022, but also primarily to say thank you to everyone, as I have done, to say thank you to everyone who keeps watching, everyone who comments, everyone who subscribes, and in particular, of course, a huge thank you to all of my patrons over on the Patreon page. Your monetary support really makes so much difference, and I cannot stress that enough. Really, without your support, I wouldn't be able to do what I am doing currently. It's helping me in so many ways, and I am so thankful for all of the discussions and the support in general that I receive from my patrons. So to my Patreon community, I love you so much. None of this would be possible without you, and I am honored that you have chosen to support me in my work on this channel. I truly am. Thank you so much. I would also like, of course, to extend a thank you to all of the wonderful creators that I have the honor of working together with over the last year. Some of the most humble and wonderful people that I think I've ever met, and some of the most talented people that I know, that are also doing wonderful work to create a more informed platform and community here on YouTube. I'm talking, of course, about people like Siawish from Al Muqaddima, like Dr. Justin Sledge from the channel Esoterica, the channel Hikmah History, Angela Puka from Angela Symposium, Andrew Henry from Religion for Breakfast, Zevi from Seekers of Unity. It's been a pleasure to work with all of you over the last year. You really inspire me with your talent and the content that you make, and it's truly an honor for me to be able to work together with you. The success of the channel is also in a large part thanks to you guys. Thank you so much. Now that we have sort of looked back over the last year, it's also a time, I think, to look forward, to see what is coming in 2022. I will not be going anywhere, at least I don't plan to. I will keep making content the way that I have. The last year we have explored some truly fascinating stuff. We've been exploring music, we've talked about Sufism, we've talked about things like Hermeticism, we've gone into some Christian mysticism as well. We've explored some more of the Indian religious traditions like Vedanta and Shankara, Advaita Vedanta, Ramanuja and Vishishtadvaita. We've talked about Akbar and Darashuku, and we even managed to get into some of the occult sciences back in October, which has all been so exciting. And for the future, I plan on creating more content just like that. I will begin the year this weekend, which will be probably on Sunday when I'm recording this, will be the first video of the year, which is very exciting. It's a big video about Sikhism. It's going to be called What is Sikhism? I've been looking forward to making that video for a long time, and a lot of you have been asking for it, so that's finally coming, and I'm very excited about that. I want to keep exploring more of the occult sciences. I have a few really exciting collaborations planned for that in particular, which I am truly excited for as well. So that's one thing. And then I've also really been wanting to do some more documentary style footage. Because of the pandemic, that's not been possible for a while, obviously. I was planning to go on some trips at the end of this year in December. There were plans to go to Jerusalem, there were plans to go to Morocco, but of course because of the pandemic and the fact that it's increased again, that had to be postponed. But I'm hoping that I'll be able to do some traveling in 2022 and gather some material and do some more documentary style videos too, to really increase the production value of this channel in that way. And another announcement is something that's going to be really fun, and that is that I'm finally doing a Let's Talk Religion podcast. So I know a lot of you have been asking for a podcast, and so we're finally doing it. It's to begin with, it's primarily just going to be an audio version of this channel. So I'll be sort of converting the videos that I've made, my entire library, or most of it at least, into audio form and releasing that as a podcast. But hopefully we will do some exclusive stuff in audio form there as well eventually. My wife is actually helping me do that podcast, so she's relieving me of some of that work so that I can focus on new videos and all the projects that I'm doing. And she actually works as a sound engineer, so that's wonderful. She's really talented, and that's gonna be wonderful. So you can look forward to the Let's Talk Religion podcast coming out. Well, at the beginning of January, hopefully, will be the first episodes on that. In terms of my other creative projects, I will be putting out some more of the music that I make for this channel. So for those of you who don't know, I make most of the background music that you hear in the videos. Most of that is made by me. And I did release an EP last year with a few of the tracks. There will be another, actually full album, hopefully coming out pretty soon with some of that music that I have made. And I'll be trying to do some more music on my other channel, which is just called Philip Holm. So if you're interested in my musical endeavors, you can go and subscribe to that and check out that channel. At least I want to be a little more active on that channel next year, but that does not mean I will be any less active on this channel. This will be my main focus, of course. Although, as I have done for the last 6 months or so, I will be taking it a little bit easier than I did last year. 2020 was pretty crazy. I did basically one video a week while also working a full-time job on the side and doing a bunch of other projects, which at the end of the day was not very good for my mental health. So this last year, at least the second half of the year, I've been focusing a lot more on, well, giving myself some rest from time to time. Some weeks I just took the week off to rest or to focus on doing research, which allows me to make better content, of course, but also to recover and refresh myself. So, which also leads to better content, hopefully. And I'll be continuing to do that next year. My goal is to provide you with a couple of videos a month, but sometimes that might not be possible. We'll see. I won't have as strict of a schedule as I had like a year ago, but there will be plenty of content. I have a long list of videos that I want to do, and I'm really excited and inspired to keep working. So anyway, thank you all again so much for the support, for watching, for commenting, to my patrons. Thank you so much. I'm really looking forward to next year and to see this community grow even more. Again, Happy New Year, everyone, and I hope you have a wonderful 2022. I'll see you in the next video.